Why are so many people deciding to build at Waterside, myself included? Well, today I want to share with you why I decided to build out at Waterside, where so many people are wanting to be in this vibrant new area. And also I'm going to show you around Waterside Place, the shops, the restaurants, the bars, what is making this place one of the #1 hot spots in all of Sarasota and Manatee County. So some of the reasons that so many people are moving to this area, and what I'm hearing from all my clients is they love the walkability of Waterside Place. First of all, Waterside Place is going to have multiple restaurants, not just like 1 or 2. Right now, there might be 5 restaurants open, 1 bar, but in the future, there's a new seafood restaurant opening, there's a new Mexican restaurant that's about to open. They're opening spas, workout facility, hair salons. So you can pretty much do everything right here in Waterside Place, aside from maybe get your groceries. At Waterside Place on Wednesday evenings, they always have food trucks and a large social. They have cornhole tournaments. And one thing at Waterside Place, there is something called an open container where you can, within a certain district, you can take your cocktail from one establishment, walk outside, walk around, wander through some of the shops, and walk into the next location that you want to be. So that is something that people really like because it is promoting walkability and socialization. Under the Grand Pavilion out here, any given night you might find dancing, music, activities, so much to see and do out here. So along Waterside Place, there are playgrounds, there's walking paths, you can see the beautiful water in the background. There's a beautiful Kingfisher Lake that it is built upon. And so it's not just about shopping and dining, it's about lifestyle out here. I wasn't even really thinking about building a house, truth be told. Actually, I had just kind of decided that it was time to make a move. And when I made that decision, I wanted to be closer to more activities. My original thought was maybe I should move closer to University Town Center, or maybe even downtown Sarasota. Both are vibrant neighborhoods. But when I started looking around, just like all my buyers do, you realize, well, they're a little bit older neighborhoods. I might have to remodel a home, or is it exactly where I want to be? And so this is how I stumbled upon building a brand new home for myself. It's really true what they say. It's all about location, location, location. When I decided that the location was going to be one of the key factors in my decision of moving, I didn't realize how important it was to me that I could walk to restaurants, because I live in Sarasota and I love Sarasota. I never considered myself a Lakewood Ranch homeowner, but as I've gotten older and I'm in my car with work all the time, I realized how much the convenience of walking downtown for a cup of coffee or grabbing lunch on Saturday afternoons, how important that was to me. And that's when, just as I was thinking about this, is when Emerald Landing's development by David Weekley was just getting started. And actually I had another client that reached out to me, wanted me to gather information on Emerald Landings. And as I reached out to the sales rep, we started chatting and I was looking at the models and the floor plans they were going to be building. And I went, wow, they have condos, they have single family homes, they have options, they have a walking trail to Waterside Place. And I went home that evening, and the next day I called the sales rep and I said, I want to build a house out there. And so we talked about the options, the lots, whether I want a condo or a single family home. And within a few days, I was signing a contract to build a home in Emerald Landings. Now, Emerald Landings is a David Weekley community. It's one of the only David Weekley communities in Lakewood Ranch. Now, if you're familiar with David Weekley, you know they build very well-appointed homes. So after looking at all the numbers, the budget, of course we all have a budget, right, that we had to stay within, I was able to find the perfect floor plan for myself. And I love that I get to have some say in what my kitchen's gonna look like, what my home office is gonna look like, because that's so important to me. But I wanna also show you that it is walkable to downtown Waterside Place. Let's take a walk. So let's talk a little bit more about Emerald Landings. As I said, it is a David Weekley community. It's walkable to downtown. But what Emerald Landings really is about is the urban lifestyle. And David Weekley will feature a number of different floor plans. First of all, they're doing townhomes and 3-story condos. The 3-story condos are right along Kingfisher Lake. And so you're gonna have beautiful views. Homes will be 2-story. Now, some of these townhomes and condos will include elevators. So for those that don't want a lot of steps, this is still a possibility. Also in Emerald Landings are single-family homes. They have a number of 2-story models as well as ranch-style floor plans. David Weekley builds beautiful homes, but also very well-appointed homes. Some of the features that David Weekley has that are upgrades with other builders, for instance, are a tankless water heater, all impact-resistant hurricane-rated windows. Also, in the pantry, it's wood shelving and not those ugly metal shelves that we always tear out or we don't like. So those are a few reasons why I chose David Weekley. Also, David Weekley's deposit system is a little bit different than other builders. For instance, the initial deposit was $20,000 down and not 20% down. And then I did have a deposit once I went to the design center and made my choices. So I'm not handing over 20% immediately to David Weekley. And I know a lot of my clients like to keep that money in their account, earning interest. And so coming up with 20% for some people is a little bit harder. So David Weekley has a little bit more flexibility when it comes to deposits and finance. If you're curious how much the homes in Emerald Landing are gonna be, I'll tell you price points are gonna start in the $650 range and then go up from there. Most of the single family homes are going to be over $700,000. The larger ranch style homes that back up to Spoonbill Lake are going to be closer to the $1 million mark. So you can see that you can find townhomes, condos, and single-family homes at all price points. Take a look inside of one of David Weekley's models. Right behind me is Emerald Landings, and as you can see, they're really making progress. When I signed my contract, there was nothing out there, and before you know it, there's going to be people taking residency and really starting the subdivision. Now, my home is not slated to be done until sometime the end of summer, early fall, so it'll be a little while before I'm actually a Lakewood Ranch resident, but I cannot wait to enjoy all that Waterside Place and Lakewood Ranch has to offer. And one other quick note, another deciding factor is I was just told before I signed the contract that there will be a bypass over Interstate 75. So residents of Waterside will be able to get to University Town Center without going on University Parkway or all the way to Fruitville. So we're gonna connect to University Town Center, which is vibrant and shopping and more restaurants. And so if you wanna move to the heart of what's going on in Sarasota and Manatee counties, this is where you need to be. Give me a call today, let me know how I can help. And as always, thanks so much for watching. And until next time, take care.